Well, hello and welcome, people internet, to Those Who Rule. Is it a Fire Emblem killer? Is it the successor? Or is it just another bit of dog water in the Steam library? I have a feeling it's not dog water. But anyway, Those Who Rule, a new turn-based tactics RPG, hex-based, not square-based. So I'm curious to see if we're going to be able to play around with those two extra sides that we get per grid. Also interesting of note, just kind of a small thing I noticed here, a lot of times in these tactics-based games or these RPG games that are kind of Fire Emblem adjacent, I noticed that a lot of times the main character is typically either two-handed sword or sword and board, and it looks like we have two interesting choices here, or I'm assuming these are our main characters, right? But we have a spear user and a hammer user, and I'm gonna be honest, he looks a little bit like he's from JoJo's. I don't know if there's any kind of relation there at all, but hammer wielder, super cool to have him on the front. Anyway, very excited to check this one out. If you want to check it out for yourself, link will of course be down below in the description to check it out, but we're just going to jump right into it. So if you guys are excited, go ahead, grab a drink, grab a snack, sit back, relax, and let's jump into Those Who Rule. For this first game, I'm just going to be playing on normal just because I want to get a grasp of the game. If the game is as good as I think it's going to be, I'm tempted to do a veteran permadeath run. For this run, I'm not going to do permadeath, and for growths, I definitely like random in these games. Fixed has its place, but I like random growth rates. It gives me a little bit more of that serotonin when you get a good level up, and then of course it just means that you know, all of your characters aren't going to be exactly the same. Who goes there? Show yourself. A friend? Suppose you are. Remove your hood and prove it. It's been too long. Is that Luke Evans? That's the name, right? The guy who plays, he plays Gaston in the live action. That's the weirdest place I could have pulled him from, but that's the first place. He also plays Bard in the Hobbit movies. Is that supposed to be based on Luke Evans? Ah, the famous general finally shows his face. On second thought, I prefer you leave the hood on. Oh, because he's ugly. Pardon my disguise, Ro, and I will pardon your rancor. I had to conceal my movements. And why is that? This mission has been approved by the Commander General, has it not? Not exactly. It was a request from an old friend in the Commons. He's convinced it'll lead us to the Duke Crawford's doorstep. We're rangers, not rebels. Our orders come from the king, not the feckless, that's a new word, politicians in the Commons. Operating in the shadows like this is tantamount to treason. Call it what you will, Ro, but there's no cost we wouldn't bear for the liberation of our people. A liberation that will be impossible while Crawford remains the High Duke. You haven't changed a bit. Regardless, the only thing passing this way are rats and rubbish. I'm losing face that this caravan will show. Patience, Ro. My informant was adamant. They've used this route consistently for weeks now. Ro! General Wesley, sir. Ooh, Benjen. Okay. I can respect a man with a good beard. What is it, Benjen? Caravan's been spotted, camped out, just a few leagues from here. Then it is time. Let us move swiftly. What if you're wrong, Wesley? Then we forget this ever happened. It's the steps we must take if I'm right that worry me. There will be no turning back. Any qualms? Nay. Nay, my lord. Nay, my lord. Ooh, they're on the waterfront. That's Sigil. No doubt, Iroquois soldiers. Why would Duke Crawford have a caravan escorted by Iroquois guards? We need to search their cargo if we are to have any answers. Let us wait until they're asleep, then we slit their throats. Traveling through Fern is not a crime, Ro. We are not at war with these people any longer. Asking will get us nowhere. We need a plan, not pleasantries. If the informant was wrong, we would be killing innocent merchants. This is when you start questioning your informant. Benjen, don't just sit there, say something. Leave me out of this. There are Rokins traveling through Fern under the cover of night, being confronted by rangers. I think we all know how this is going to go. All I ask is for a chance to parley to avoid unnecessary bloodshed. And when diplomacy fails, that's where you come in. All right, let's have a little talky talk. Who goes there? Avasala, Iroquois, what business do you have in Fern? My business is none of yours. On the contrary, all foreigners must declare their goods when traveling into Fern, and this writ gives me the right to search your caravan. We bring apples and peaches, nothing you need to concern yourself with. I trust it's nothing exciting, yet by law I must inspect it nonetheless. Your meddling edges closer to a grave mistake. I'll give you one more chance to step aside. There are things more frightening than Fern's laws. Men, seize him. Use only as much force as necessary. I had hoped you wouldn't come to this. Yeah, get messed up. Alright, turns. In Those Who Rule, combat is turn-based. The player and enemy will alternate acting with all of their units until condition for victory or defeat is met. Okay? So there's no initiative system. You can end your turn early by pressing the cancel button and turn to start, click on one of your units. Victory, defeat all enemies, defeat. Oh, so we can technically lose by... Well, I guess that's fair, right? We don't have permadeath. Alright, so we click on our unit. Movement. Your unit can move up to 4 tiles per turn unless under an enemy's zone of control. Oh, so is there attacks of opportunity in this game? Left click to move and right click to cancel. Use WASD to move around the map. Okay, zone of control. All units equipped with a melee weapon exert a zone of control. Entering the front 3 hex tiles of an enemy unit will exhaust the rest of the unit's movement points. If a unit starts their turn affected by an enemy zone of control, they'll only have 1 movement point when it's their turn to move. Okay, so far, they haven't said whether there's attacks of opportunity, but there is kind of rules of engagement here. So let's see, we have 28 health, damage. Okay, so we are doing multiple attacks here. Okay, we'll get more into like looking at the stats later on, but right now I just want to make sure that we're doing like decent damage. Okay. Oh, I suppose I can... Oh! Duh, I didn't even see these guys. I was like, why am I not... Oh, wait, that... Why couldn't I... I couldn't move that 1 square? Okay. Looks like he needed us after all. Benjen, let's attack from their flanks to gain the upper hand. Attack directly behind for guaranteed hit. Attacking from a tile directly behind a unit's backstab. Backstabs always hit, can't be countered, and if equipped with a sword, deal extra damage. Attacking from the other 2 tiles behind an enemy is considered a flank. Flanks give the attacker extra hit chance and avoid. Okay. So ideally, this is the best square. Or... best square, best hex. But there is advantages to both of these. And then the front 3 is where you engage enemies. Okay? Yeah, so what are the yellow... Oh, this is the direction you're facing. Got it. Got it. Yeah, brutalize him, buddy. After a unit acts, you will see the direction you'll face. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. I was thinking it was you could attack, then move like your remaining movement. Strike from behind guarantees a hit, so make sure to keep enemies in your sights. Yep, makes sense. Okay, bummer there. It looks like one of your units is injured. Luckily, they have a light bandage. When used, this item heals 10 HP. Items with active effects have a limited number of uses per chapter, but will refresh with each new map. Okay, that's actually... I actually don't know if this is going to come out before or after, but I have a series for crawl tactics that we've been playing with, and this is a very similar mechanic to that, where healing items have limited uses per dungeon. Okay, so... I'm curious to see if we can move through allied units. Okay, it looks like we can't... Okay, we can move through allied units. And then you, buddy, have a bandage here. Now, is that going to use up... It is going to use... Okay, so items use up actions. Get slaughtered. I mean, come on. There is a setting, just FYI, in case people don't like blood, there is a setting that you can turn off the blood persisting on the battlefield, but I definitely want it on. I think one thing I'm also going to change here, let me go into the settings. There is a, yeah, screen edge sensitivity. I'm going to change that. I'm going to even push that farther. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Because ideally, I just want to use WASD, but I was trying to, like, click over here, and it was moving me too far, so that I didn't like. Okay. Nice. Unfortunately, it came to violence. Benjamin, row, secure the perimeter. Right. Bye-bye. Into the trees. Here we are. Wait. What is this? According to the contract, God's sake, this goes deeper than mere treason. Benjamin, row. We're done here. Benjamin? Row? Oh, God. The Zoltan. God. Dang, man. You gotta get that checked out. This is quite the surprise as a Vesela, General. Prince Zoltan, or should I say, former. What do I owe the honor? No need for pleasantries, General. You've been summoned to Iroka, and I am to ensure your escort. Apologies, Prince. I must unfortunately decline. My soldiers and I are expected in Fern. General, you are outnumbered. Uh-oh. Ah, frick, man. No. Come with us quietly, or none of you will leave this place alive. Irokans are not known to let their captives live. You place too much faith in rumors, General. Spare yourself the humiliation. Ooh, yikes. What do we do here? What do we do here? Do we fight our way out? That's a lot of enemies. I don't think we can fight our way out. We're outnumbered 3-1. Okay. A wise choice, General. We have much to discuss. The Rangers will be on your scent before morning. I'm counting on it. Yeah, I don't think there was any fighting a way out of that one. Alright, let's go ahead and get a save in. Run, my love, you must run faster. I can't, Mother, I can't keep up. Ah, shit. Ah! My love, please, we have to keep moving. We're almost to the woods. No, I just want to stay. Child, are you thick in the head? You want to stay here where there's fire? Honey, duck. Oh, we're going to be eating good tonight. There's ducks here? Ah, frick, she just died. Mother. Oh, got it. That's how his mom... Oh, crap. That dream, I'll never let that happen again. Yeah, you don't typically want to live in burning towns, you prick. Last call. Damn it, already late. Where did I leave that Gambison? That's more like it. Marcus, wake up. Huh? Find someone else to help you in the forge today. What? I'm not your dad, you idiot. We need to get moving. Evaluation is about to start. What? Isn't that next week? Gross. Marcus, your breath. How much did you drink last night? I may have had a meat or two. Or 3. Enough. I'm not leaving you behind. Come on. Get up. Hey, Captain. I'll grab you some armor. And, you gonna... Oh, there we go. Oh, you slept in your uniform. I'm actually impressed that you were prepared. Don't be. I always wear whatever I wake up in. Let's get out here. Now, I will say right off the rip, I think that this art is really cool. I think that there is a tendency for a lot of tactics games to feel like they should fall into the like Fire Emblem, like anime style. Although there's obviously a lot of tactics games that don't fall into that. I think that might be my own bias personally, that I just like that style. However, I'm going to point out the fact that for me personally, I'm not a big fan of the actual in-game art style. So if the gameplay is good, it doesn't really matter, right? The graphics and the style of the game don't matter to me as much these days, as I've been playing a lot of different games that look differently. But in terms of my own personal preferences, I'm just not really a fan of how the game looks. But like I said, this art looks fantastic. I love the look of this. Oi, watch where you're going, you stupid... Excuse me? Forgive me, my haste outpaced my manners. No harm done, though in the future might I suggest a keener awareness. The battlefield favors those with eyes wide open. I'll count this as my first lesson then. The art of navigating our dangerous barracks. A valuable skill indeed. If you'll excuse me, I'm already running late to the Rangers' evaluation. Now that'll be a sight. Someone so small trying to join the Rangers. She steadied herself quicker than you. The size isn't everything. Oh! You got a little wiener. I'll remember that. I'm kidding. No body shaming. God dang, that is some badass armor. That dude's got lions on his shoulders and his chest. If you made your way to this corner of the castle, then you know who you are, so let's skip the pleasantries. If you've heard of the Rangers, then you've heard of our survival rate. You've heard of the jobs we take. We do what the rest of this army can't. We are the best Fern has to offer. If you have a good head on your shoulders, keep your head down and follow orders. You might just have what it takes. Look around you. Not all of you will make it through what's coming. Being a ranger means facing death daily and doing it willingly. If you're not ready to pay that price, now's the moment to step aside. The regular ranks might be better suited for those unprepared for the ranger's sacrifice. Who is this? Well, you can't see him now, but he looks like he has some sweet armor. Dead silence. Music to my ears. I know many of you wish to train under our celebrity General Wesley. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it today, so you'll have to settle for Bruce. Bruce Wayne? He'll be taking you through the first day's task. This is your chance to separate yourself from the rest. I suggest you don't waste it. Ah, it's not him. Alright, runts. Organize yourself into groups of 4. And choose wisely. You'll pass or fail this evaluation together. Teams are forming fast. Got anyone in mind? Marcus? Fate's got a strange sense of humor throwing us together again. I wouldn't call it a sense of humor. Maybe a test of my patience. Perhaps a test we can take on as a team? Looks like you've already made a friend. What's his story? I haven't got that far yet. You in, Arnold? Where do we need to audition? Ireland. And no need for auditions. I'll hold my own. That's some fine armor for a recruit. Seen anything beyond the parade grounds? Didn't think tar-stained hands would scoff at proper maintenance. Alright, you two. We'll have plenty of time to spar at the grounds. Let's get moving before we're left behind. At the training grounds. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Recruits, the goal of today's exercise is simple. Drop your opponents by any means necessary. If you fall, you've been eliminated and you will sit out the rest of the exercise. Everyone, get into positions. Ah, here we go. Let's go. Let's beat them up. Oh, holy. Okay, it's a free-for-all. Defeat all enemies? Okay, this seems a little bit unfair. Along with basic attack, units will have access to other abilities based on their class equipment and personal abilities unique to each unit. For example, all your units equipped with the Iron Kite Shield will have access to the Shield Bash ability. Press E on a unit to view all of these details. He's out in the open. The train won't help him against an attack from the flank. Sliker, flank him with the Shield Bash to stagger him. Then you strike while he's dazed. I like it. Alright, so let's see here. What do we got here? So we have our class, we have our level, experience, health, block. Okay, so I do know a little bit about the block function in this game. Oh, actually, we can read it right here. Okay. The amount of damage this unit's shield can take before their vitality shards start taking damage will regenerate a set amount at the start of the unit's turn, will not block damage from flanks. Makes sense. So if you're blocking damage from the front, it just acts as a shield, as in most games. From what I understand, though, let's hover over the shield, see if this answers. Okay, perfect. It answers right on there. So every turn, this shield is going to regen 3. So there are different sized shields. And so basically, bigger shields are going to regen more block power, but are also going to weigh more. And weight, I believe, impacts how much of items you can actually carry, excuse me, in your inventory, I think. I don't know if it affects move. What do we have here? Loyal. Allies within 2 tiles get 15% hit chance. Okay. Kick. Kick unit doing strength damage and moving them back 1 tile if empty. I'm assuming that the symbols below are what weapons that we have to have skills in order to get a kick. Okay, so we're C rank. In spears. Oh, C is awful. I was thinking you'd go like your standard FED, S, and then SS, if there was S and SS. Okay, so we suck with this. And, okay, pole arms. Okay. We have our Training Spear equipped, which gives us access to what? First Strike passive. Unit always attacks first when attacked with a non-first striking weapon. When initiating combat, gain 20 hit chance. Well, that's pretty good. And then we have Shield Bash. Okay, what about stats here? So we have skill. Determines the hit chance. Strength is damage. Agility here. Dodge. Yep, as well as the chance to double attack enemies. Interesting. So I always find it interesting when how games balance a stat like this, because I feel like if you have well, I suppose the difference here is if you have a unit that's like super agile, right? So think of like a rogue character that will probably have a lot of agility. That unit is going to have a very high dodge chance as well as a chance to attack twice quite often. I suppose you balance it by just giving them really low strength, so that way their double attacks don't do a lot of damage. Determines the carry weight of this unit. Okay, so there we go. So we do have a carry weight endurance. So that is going to be infected, obviously, here with weight. Does this also have weight? It also has weight. Okay. And then defense. And then our growth rates. Okay, so we're a very vital character. Don't have a lot of defense. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So let's go ahead and... How does this... Oh, okay, I see. He's facing this direction. I was like... For some reason, I thought he was facing this direction. Yeah, so let's hit him from the flank. So let's shield bash him. God, that is a weighty sound effect. And so now, if I hover over... Oh, perfect. He puts us right up in the top right. He's staggered. Unit loses 25 hit and avoid. Cannot block. So let's go ahead and hit you with our hardest hitter. Do rocks do anything? Rocks lower our evasion. Cost +1. What does cost mean? Huh. I don't know. God. So one thing that I think is... Oh, how far... I wish I could hover... Oh, wait. Alt? No, I thought Alt was going to open up. I wish I could see how far these guys are going to move. Maybe there's a keybind for that. Yeah, see, because Alt does open it up. Okay, they can't reach me anyway. Good to know. What's crazy about this is I didn't mention it before, but this is made by a solo developer, which is pretty impressive, I will say. Pretty impressive indeed. Okay, let's go ahead and block off your path here. Oh, that's her. Oh, I thought that's who I was playing. That's the British dude. Arland, can you buy some time to the south? I'll do my best, but please hurry. The shield will only last so long. That was definitely not his accent. I can never remember accents. Oh no, that is Arland. Alrighty. Terrain. Certain terrain will cost more or less movement points. Oh, okay. So cost is just movement points. I figured that would be the case, but I suppose what I thought it would say is like move -1 as opposed to cost. So that's why I wasn't sure. For example, the brush tiles around this map cost 2 movement points, while standard terrain only costs 1. Oh, got it. Okay, so these don't actually cost anything to move across. Okay, that's why they have it worded that way. However, it will also increase the dodge chance of the unit standing in it. Using terrain to advantage is key. That makes sense. Can I preview... So, like, this is doing 7... Okay, got it. I was going to say, can I preview the damage that we're doing? Oh, I can't even move that far, that's why. I'm a little hesitant, though, about pushing us all the way up here, though. I guess we do have block power, so if we're able to dodge a few hits... Wow, you have crazy low hit chance. Okay, you're screwed. Let's do that so all of our front is facing that way. So I think ideally, I think I'm actually going to move you here. Wait, but I don't want to attack. How do I just end my... Why can't I just end my turn here? Oh, okay, there we go. We just hit space. Because if I move here, then it potentially incentivizes the AI to move into this bush, which I don't want. I would rather him have to move all the way over here. Yeah, see, like, that's not where I wanted him to be. Oh, I guess, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't matter, right? Because of the way that rules of engagement work, so if you enter the first 3 spaces in front of a unit, it stops their movement. Yeah, so this was always a space that they were going to stop at. Marcus, it's like you're allergic to staying in one place. Don't forget to use your bandage. We don't want your clumsiness holding us back. I definitely don't need to use my bandage here. What is your power-up? So you just have punch? So you don't have anything special going on? Really? Ignores 25% of the base defense. Oh, okay, so that's why you're hitting so hard. Gain 10 avoid when facing the enemy and your shield isn't depleted. Ooh, that seems pretty good. When injured, gain 3 attack. Okay, so he's definitely more of like our brutal character. Okay, so he must have a first strike spear. So let's go ahead and take you out. Your unit's shield has taken damage. When a unit with a shield is attacked, the shield will generally take damage first up until its block amount. This block amount will generate by a flat amount at the start of target's player's phase, depending on its regen value. If an attack only damages the shield, it will be considered blocked and will not inflict status effects. Okay, that's important to know. Okay, so stat effects can only happen if they hit our HP. So we can think of that as literally it has to hit our body and not our shield. Flanks and backstabs cannot be blocked. Okay. And what does she have? She just has a trading sword. Gain 10 avoid when facing the enemy. Deal 3 bonus damage on backstab with 1 extra damage for each rank above C. Gain 50% more weapon XP. Gain 1 damage and 5 hit for each weapon type at A or higher. So she... Okay, so she kind of wants to be a master of everything. Can move 2 spaces after an action if not in an enemy zone of control. And then we can, of course, shield bash here. Oh, but you resisted it. Ew. Okay, so we'll move here, but we'll use our bandage. Or actually, I suppose we could have moved... We could have moved back a space, right? Sweet. I would have liked to have a little bit of strength, but agility and defense is totally fine. And what's the 2 here? So like what is, let's see, is that just the, is it literally just the placement? So this is 1. Oh, it's I'm being silly here. It's probably just, yeah, it's just keybinds. Okay. Oh, that's why the shield, because he has a shield, right? That's why the bash didn't go through. Strength? Nice. Wow, that was a great level up. Let's see. Can I get a kill here? No, I can't. Wait, what is this? What is the hand here for? Are you going to help me out here with a fight? What was the double hands? Oh, maybe that was just saying like, hey, he's your teammate. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, let's get a kill. Oh, no, we didn't get the kill. Crap. Oh, because it was double. Time to pounce. They're weakened and ripe for the picking. It probably would have been... definitely the time to pounce was earlier. When you could have swarmed us. Okay, we'll face you. Yeah, prick. Yeah, get wrecked. All right, now they're coming for us. Okay, let's go bush to bush. We're going bushwhacking. And let's definitely bandage up here before the final fight. Okay, let's go ahead and lock this down. Again, like I said, we're moving bush to bush. I actually should probably just pop this heal. I gotta just remember that I basically have not unlimited uses of my healing items, but I have, you know, I can use them unlimited times, and then I'm still gonna get them back during the next fight. Ah, prick. Get wrecked. Okay. Let's have you go ahead and backstab this guy. And then we'll have you come up behind here. Let's see. See if we can't weaken this guy a bit. Well, actually, let's see. What are my chances of killing here? As long as I hit. Oh, maybe this is here in case later on, if there are like AoE effects, like if he has like a cleave, it's like, hey, just a heads up, you have an ally here, don't attack that. Maybe? Yeah, so let's see if we can get a hit here. Nice. And so now I'm actually going to... Wait, so I can't move here. Oh, because... Let's see. So my movement is 4. So because I'm in his zone of control, I can't move here? Is that right? Because of the zone of control? Because I would have to leave here? Because the cost of movement is 2. But being in zone of control reduces it by 1. So is it the math that there's 2 that I'm like leaving zone of control here? Hang on, is there like a I guess there is technically here we go. So I want to just look at zone of control. I want just a little refresher here. Entering the 3 hex tiles will exhaust the rest of the unit's movement points. If a unit starts to turn affected by it, they'll only have 1 movement point. Ah, okay, there it is. Answered. Because it costs 2 to move in here, and I only have 1 movement here. So in order to leave an enemy, I can only move 1 space at a time. So basically, it's encouraging you, or not encouraging you, but it's basically saying if you're entering in a zone of control with an enemy, you are going to be fighting them to the death. That's kind of what we're saying here. Yeah, we can go ahead and get this going. Ah, frick, we missed. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of different, like, details and aspects to this zone of control. Oh, nice. We already got up to level B. That I'm gonna have to keep in mind and remember. So, like, actually, let's come... Yeah, because we can backstab there to get the kill. Nice. Strength? Yeah. God dang, these level ups are nice. I've mentioned it in a bunch of different videos that are going to be coming out, but I've been in a huge tactics phase recently. And so I've been watching some Iron Man Let's Plays, just not like straight through, but I kind of pop in and out as kind of just like having some background noise. And there was a run I was watching, and unfortunately, so in the run I was watching, the player had a they were not a modded game, but they had like a patch. I don't know what the details of the patch were, but it was like a crit rate patch or something. And unfortunately, every time they got a level up, it was just like 1.1. Like, it was like 1 point. It was an old Fire Emblem game, so they had like 8 or 10 stats they could upgrade. And it was just like the worst level ups you've ever seen. And apparently the crit patch had a bug in it at the time where it just like totally tanked everyone's growth rates. It was real unfortunate. So it's nice to see some actual levels up. Yes, we did it. I have to admit, you weren't as bad as you looked at the start. Is that a compliment? I can't believe what I'm hearing. Don't get used to it. You'll still have plenty to clean up. If anyone was pulling their weight, it was me. Thank you all for allowing me to join the team. Nonetheless, you were much more useful than Marcus. In fact, that's enough. You fought well, but this wasn't the first. This was only the first test. In a real battle, your opponent is defeated when they no longer breathe. But you'll learn soon enough. The winner's going to return to the barracks. The rest of you, in position. We go again. Comfortable, General Wesley. We strive for the best, especially for our distinguished guests. Oh God, he's all beaten up. My men, Zoltan. Where are they? Are you thirsty, General? No. Pity. The locals tell me it's good wine. I must confess, my men are overjoyed at the thought of your beheading. Ranger General, you've killed many of our people. And you, ours. The scars of a war long past. Be at ease, General. I have no intention of continuing that cycle today. But alas, our guests must sometimes pay a price. Wesley? Oh, no, that was his name. There are people in your country who want your head, and are ready to pay quite handsomely for it. What are you... Chop. They'll literally have to settle for a signet ring. Oh, they cut off his finger. God dang. See to his wounds. The general's story is far from over. He'll have part to play in the coming months. Sir. Alright, save it up. Let's go. Ambush! Archers in the trees! What? An arrow? They must have spotted our campfire. More coming! Take fire! Take cover, excuse me. Ah! Oh, Abigail. Well, hello. Abigail, she's been hit. Where did it pierce you? My heart. Arland, that was close. Shield's taken the hit. Oh, thank the gods. Gone as quickly as they appeared. Another test by the generals, and we walked right into it. Blunt tip or not, these tests are more lethal than I expected. This makes 3 ambushes in a row. How much further until the ruins? Half a day's march. Let's clear the area and get some rest. We head out at dawn. I hope the others are faring better than us. They are not. Elsewhere. Ah, oh, we're split up. That is some shiny armor there you got, Phoebe. Marcus, what is the matter, pray tell? This hunger's gnawing at me. It feels like days since our last meal. By what misfortune was I assigned babysitting duty? Of course they're together. I've been asking myself that question for weeks now. In my current state, I can barely wield my axe. Ollie Rush, you know what this is? This is, oh God. Of course, like, look, my audience is like 99% men. So for the 1 or 2 girls out there, you're going to know exactly what I mean. And guys, look, we don't like to admit it, but this is the truth. Whenever we get a little snivelly cold, it's like, we're dying. We're dying. My nose is dribbling. I'm dying. It's like, nope, gotta call, my nose has a little sniffle, gotta call out of work. Like, all your rations gone in the first day? What did you expect? How was I supposed to know we'd be traveling and fighting for 4 days straight? A soldier must always be ready, Marcus, and we only have one more day to find the ruins. Well, I can't sleep hungry, so I'll take first watch. You two should get some rest. Here. Really? But aren't you hungry? Famished, but better me hungry than us weakened. You'll need your strength for the watch. Besides, I suspect the others are scarcely faring any better. Good morning. Wow, another amazing breakfast. Thank you, Arland. Your cooking is the only thing making this mission bearable. Your arrows do the hard part. I merely dump the rabbits into the pot. Are there potatoes? It's a good way to cook some conies. Stop being so damn humble. It takes skill to turn a simple catch into a feast. Quick meal, then we move. Every moment counts. So these are the famed ruins of Aramir. Quite a step down from the legends. But no sign of the enemy. Still, we should be careful. They could be anywhere. Indeed, we must tread cautiously. I did it! I'm the best! I'm first! Ha! Finally, we've made it. Marcus, you idiot. Have you forgotten there may be enemies nearby? Oi! Right. This place gives me the creeps, but at least we can rub it in Skylar's face that we got here first. Or, excuse me, Sliker's face. Well, let me have it. Ah! When did you get here? Shh. Seems we're always one step ahead, doesn't it? Abigail and Arland are searching for the Traitor Prince's sword as we speak. Hard to imagine royalty hidden within these crumbling walls. The past is full of surprises. Sliker! Oh, Marcus, you made it much earlier than I expected. Abigail, what news? About a dozen recruits shadowing the ruins. We couldn't get close enough to find the Traitor Prince's sword. Just double our number? We can handle that. I say we march straight in, ring their skulls, and worry about the sword after. I agree with Marcus, actually. We're still being tailed by another group, and if we're not quick, they'll reinforce the recruits in the ruins, and our chances of finding the blade are gone. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. That's the spirit, Marcus. Quick thinking as always. All right, everyone, stay close together. We strike as one. Open all chests. Defeat all player units defeated. Classes. Every unit starts as one of 6 classes. Fighter, soldier, skirmisher, defender, archer, or meta. Oh, interesting. So this is a more realistic take in a fantasy tactics game. So there's no like mages or there's no, necromancers, warlocks or anything. It's very grounded. Okay, cool. So, okay, so I got to figure out what is the difference between like fighter and soldier and skirmisher. I can assume the difference in defender. Each unit, each class has unique abilities, promotions, and weapon types. Thank God there's promotions. Okay, love to see that. If you're a tactics game and you don't have promotions, what are you doing? That's like the best thing about tactics games. Alrighty here. So did we gain? Let's see. So Abigail here. So she's an archer. What do we have here? Forager. On turn start, heal 5 health if on a brush tile. Gain 15 hit and 2 damage when on brush or mushroom. And all bows have +1 range. Sweet. Oh, she also has a melee sword. Okay, so she's a little bit of a dual class. Okay, interesting. What about your growth rates? How are you? Okay, weaker definitely than some of our other units. What about Phoebe here? Phoebe's a healer, really? Okay, I guess I wouldn't have guessed that from her armor. Gentle Heart. When using Mend on an ally, restore half of the health restored to the ally to yourself. Okay. Heal a unit. Oh, this is the ability. Heal a unit by a third of their total HP rounded down. Then she has shield bash as well. What about your growth rates? Obviously very high in vitality. So she's almost... Everything else is pretty dog water, though. She's almost kind of like a tank. Right? She's like a healing tank. And then everybody else... Okay, so we have... Yep, so you're a fighter. Soldier. Are you a skirmisher? You're a defender. A skirmisher. So basically what I need at this point, because we have one of every class. So like soldier has kick. But we also have this loyal aura. Oh, Jesus. That's what it was. Okay, we finally figured it out. That's what the hand symbol was. So we were getting an extra 15% hit chance on Marcus. So we have fighter. So fighter has punch, right? And so you also have punch. Okay, so it looks like every character has their own unique personal passive. And then the class itself has like an active ability, right? So you have, yeah, so you have the sharp shot that Abigail has, but this is her own personal passive. Okay, so then I'm wondering then, oh, we can zoom out a little bit too. Okay, so zoom in, zoom out. There's not much range there. So I'm curious to see if the promotions are going to further distinguish the classes, because right now there is definitely a lot of overlap. But perhaps once we start promoting, then classes will gain access to new weapon types, maybe. Okay, so how do we want to do this? We got one chest up here. We have one chest over here. So I think it's probably going to be most effective to come down here first. But let's work on taking out these units. So let's get you from the back. Strength. Nice. Good level up again. There, now we're getting our hit bonus against the guy in the bush. Archers can shoot enemies from afar, but won't be able to fight in melee range with bow. Range attacks cannot be countered attack, even if the defender has a bow. Okay, that's a little bit different. So can I shoot? Okay, so I can shoot 2 or 3 spaces away. So let's go ahead and weaken up some units first. And what I think I want to do here is I'm going to weaken this guy up because I want to see, can I shoot through friendly units? Which it does. There's no indication that I can't do that. Actually, let's just go ahead and do it. Okay, so I can literally just shoot through the body of my teammates. Healers are typically not great duelists, but they can heal the injuries of those around them. And what is my range on mend? Literally right next to me. Okay. But I want to block this off so that way nobody can come in and attack my ranger, my archer. Yeah, suck it. Okay, and vice versa, rangers can attack through our units as well. Chest contain items that are sent to your storage and can be equipped in the preparation phase of the next chapter. Open the chest. Simply put any of your units adjacent to it and hit the chest button next to the action bar. Okay, you guys can all handle that. We are going to head down, and unfortunately, can't fight any of these guys. So maybe I'm going to wait a turn, actually. Let's get you a little bit closer. And I don't want to get like too far ahead of myself. Let's just move in here. Yeah, that'll kill you. Right, because bows can't counterattack. Then we can move this way. Now, if I mend here, I can't move after, right? Correct. Okay, so right now, Ileana is the only one who can move after an action. So then I think what I'm going to do... We could probably just send these two to take care of, like, these 3, and then send the other squad up here to take care of these guys. So we'll just kind of pull them down. And it looks like... Okay, so we can actually shoot over walls as well. Again, this is stuff I'm kind of comparing to like comparing and contrasting with Crawl Tactics, which is a game that I'm playing a lot right now. And so some of these mechanics are quite different. So I'm just like kind of repeating it to myself so that way I remember. Okay. Let's bring you around here so we can get a backstab. Let's see. Let's actually put you here, because we're going to end up killing these units, I think. I mean, that's at least one. We obviously have the evasion advantage there. Nice. And let's head up here, and we're going to mend our archer. Abigail, you're hurt again. Maybe shoot from behind me so I can protect you. You fret more than an old hen. I've been hunting longer than I've been walking. I know. Just, these aren't rabbits. They're hunting you as much as you are them. Well, I reckon I ought to start practicing on something that shoots back. Don't go worrying about me, Arland. I can handle myself. I probably just want to take out... Oh, I didn't mean to double-click there. Bummer. I thought I could maybe get the kill there, because then I could turn around. I acted too quickly. Okay, let's send our boys down here. Grab the chest. A scabbard! Honestly, I think I only need Sliker up here to take out this trainee. So let's send you up here to get the kill. Arlen, let's have you do a little bit extra damage up here. And then Ileana. Can you get the kill on that? You definitely can. We're definitely sending Phoebe in here to heal you up. God, great level up again. Let's actually put you in the bush. Be the bushwhacker. And then you... What are we doing with you? How far can you move? Oh, God, you can move all the way here? Okay, we're going to keep you behind the wall then, I think. And let's mend you up. Oh, they're just... Oh, God, we're being attacked from the back. Unwanted guests to our south. Let's find the blade before we're trapped. Okay, there's no reason to come this way. We're pushing this way. I mean, technically we could go for the extra experience, but we're just gonna push up to this chest. You know what? I'm going to hold here just in case these guys decide to try and come back around. You never know. Their AI could do something wonky. Come on, Arland. Fucking smack him. Give him the old 1-2. Thank you. Okay, yeah, they're not coming at me, but I got these guys to contend with as well. Nice. Way to go on the miss. Defense? Ah, frick. Yeah, I can't really do anything from here. Let's see here. So let's do this. Let's fight from the bush. Man, your damage sucks. Oh, yeah, this character... Okay, we're just going to put you in the bush for now. We'll see where I can move you next turn. Then Arlen, we're going to move you... Oh, God. Oh, well, they both had their turns. Okay, Arlen, we're moving you back to the bush, my friend. Okay. Oh, no, I can't move back to the bush. That's right. All right, we'll snipe you to the face. What was a skill again? Hit chance. Okay. Okay, so you, I actually need you to pop some healing. Let us... get a kill here. Get a level up here. That sucked. That sucked. Okay, we finally got a bad level up. And what about this? 12 damage, so that seems pretty good. Let's see. Honestly, we're just going to kind of farm experience because I think we're going to be okay down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, attack this ranger since he can't attack back anyway. We get a level up. And then next turn, I can send him off in this direction to help out Arlen. Unless Arlen's just going to be a dodge tank and just completely wreck everybody. Because we're good down here. We're not taking a whole bunch of damage. We're getting levels here. That was pretty good, actually. Oh, and actually, nice. He actually draws off the aggression from Arlen, which is nice. Man, Bush OP. Bush in this game is OP as heck. There we go. Yeah, we turned that one around nice and quickly. Oh, so close to a level up. Oh, God. All right, Arlen, find that sword. Oh. Nice.
An impressive feat, recruits. I can't remember the last time we've had a group make it all the way to the Traitor Prince's blade. You understand why we have this drill, don't you?
It's a symbol of victory, isn't it? The rebellion fell with that sword.
You're only scratching the surface, lad. This sword is far more than a trophy. It's a testament. That sword represents our resolve, our dedication to protect this kingdom 20 years ago. That damn prince nearly tore us apart from the inside.
He betrayed his own people. I've heard the stories.
The tales don't do it justice. The Chamber of Peers murdered, tens of thousands dead, towns reduced to rubble, all because of his thirst for power.
But the Rangers stopped him, right? They were heroes.
Aye, lad. Heroes. You could call them that. They bore the sacrifices few others could stomach, all to ensure the safety of the realm.
And that's what we're training for, to bear the burden.
That's right. The Rangers are the silent guardians of this kingdom. The shield that takes the brunt of any danger. It's no small task. That sword stands as a grim reminder. We can't afford another rebellion. We can't afford another traitor prince. Now let me go smoke another pack of cigarettes.
Oh, who's this chap? Oh, is this the, Halt, state your business. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's Soldier Boy? Technically he is a soldier, Lion Boy. Is this your first time post-soldier? Open this damn gate before I drag you from your tower. Open the gate. Gerard has returned. He's honestly got a little bit of a Power Ranger effect going on here.
Gerard, you bastard, we were about to send a search party for you. Any word on Wesley and where's my smokes?
More riddles than answers, Bruce. He was last seen to the east, near Derridin. The locals spoke of mysterious men moving under the cover of darkness. The descriptions matched those of Majari. Majari infiltrators in Fern. What of the Eastern Duke, Crawford? Is he content with us standing idly by? Those are our orders, Henry, but we all know we can't rely on Crawford, not with Wesley's life at stake. Aye, Crawford's personal feud shouldn't interfere with our duties, but we're stretched thin as it is. Speaking of which, Bruce, what of the recruits? Have any shown promise?
Aye, there's one team in particular, an odd bunch, but each with a spark of potential. They handled pressures well.
Good, then we fan those flames. They might be our best chance at making some room to breathe.
Gerard, they're still green. We've never given an assignment this early.
We've also never had one of our own generals taken from under our nose. Get them ready. Their first role assignment awaits them at dawn. We'll free up more seasoned hand for Wesley's search. We can't afford any mistakes here. Then let us pray our faith in these newcomers is well placed. Ethel knows we'll need all the help we can muster. And that, my friends, is where we're going to leave this episode. I am very, very impressed with what I have seen so far. Right now, I don't want to skip through. Well, I guess we'll skip through until we can kind of hit a pause point here. If the rumors are true, we'll be lucky to see our beds at all. Actually, I'm going to... Oh, God, this is where we're going to get all this. Well, if you want to see the base and all that stuff, you're going to have to wait till next episode, because we're definitely hopping again. I am very impressed with what's going on here. Now, am I a little tiny bit sad that there's not, like, magical elements to this? Maybe, but not every game has to have those things. And what I will say is that I actually appreciate that we're keeping this very, very grounded. Right? Do I like my magical classes, my, you know, beast races? Do I like my, you know, Pegasuses and Seraphs and Griffins and all that stuff? Sure, of course I do. But what this game is doing so far with actual tactics, actual rules of engagement, you know, keeping things pretty grounded so you don't have an overwhelming amount of options, I think is quite good. Obviously, we haven't really touched on customization yet. I'm assuming from this base menu here that that will probably be what we're doing here, is kind of looking forward at enhancing our units and customizing them a bit. So I'm very excited to see what is actually available to us in terms of customizations. And of course, again, promotions. Promotions are big for me. I love promotions in these tactic games. So what exactly are they doing? Are they giving us access to new weapon types? Are they giving us new passives? Are they giving us new actives? Once we start getting new actives, that's where the game's going to get real exciting for me. Of course, assuming that is the case. Right now, we are pretty limited in what actives we have access to. we have a bunch of different ones because we have 6 different characters, all with 6, because they're all different classes. They have each a different active, and of course they have a different passive as well. So with how limited in scope the classes are, right? Because if you look at a game like Fire Emblem, you look at like Tactics, or even more so, you look at like Unicorn Overlord more recently, that really only has like 2 or 3 characters per class, and there's a very diverse range of classes. It does kind of spread your roster a little thin in a sense, because you only have like 1 or 2 characters to fill a role, whereas in this game, depending on how many units we actually get access to, that's another question that I have, right? Because if we only get 6 units, well, then clearly we only have 1 of each type. But if we have kind of a typical arsenal of units, let's say in the range of 20 to 30, how are they going to kind of differentiate themselves if there's, if there's like 3, 4, or 5 soldiers, 3, 4, or 5 skirmishers, right? What is going to differentiate one from another, besides just obviously what characters you kind of draw yourselves to, what the art style is, all that kind of stuff. But other than that, like I said, the gameplay is quite good. The only thing, to me, the in-game art doesn't quite resonate with me. But like I said, the gameplay is good enough that I can definitely look past that. And it is quite fun. I do like the fact, I will say I'm a little mixed on in-game like combat cutscenes. So, again, moving back to like Fire Emblem, when you have combat, you kind of get into that quick cutscene between the characters. It's definitely nice at the beginning, but then I find as you start getting the animations repeating, it starts getting repetitive and it just kind of takes some time. I actually like that they did not go for the like removed from the in-game style of cutscene, and instead it's just combat on the battlefield, so it just feels a little bit more real. It feels like the characters are actually there. I also wanted to point out, I wanted to touch on the sound effects. I think the sound effects are great, and I'm not usually one to like touch on sound effects. I'll typically touch on music because like I do have a music background, and I just appreciate good like epic fantasy music. But the sound effects really caught me off guard in the beginning at how good they sounded. So that was something that I just wanted to, mention again and really give props to, because again, I did mention it before, but this is a solo dev here, right? So I don't want to take anything away from that either. That so far, everything I've seen is really impressive. And I did double check, and unless he has other projects that he's worked on that aren't on Steam, this is his first Steam released game. So far, very much kudos. Obviously, we're an hour in, don't want to count the chickens before they hatch. Very much could be a very polished first hour and everything from here goes downhill. I don't think that's going to be the case, but there is, a non-0% chance that something like that could happen, although it's unlikely at this point. Just want to say, I'm the guy who points out the devil's advocate, right? I always play devil's advocate. So, with that all being said, what I am likely to do here, I'm not sure where in my schedule this is going to land, but if you've made it this far, I think what I'm going to end up doing is I think I might push this out faster than I was going to push it out, because if you've made it to this point, put down below what you think would be more interesting. Do you want me to backtrack, do a veteran, like a veteran permadeath run? Ooh, that might be tough. I don't know about doing permadeath, but I think I do want to kick it back up to veteran. So if I'm doing that, okay, then I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'm sorry, I'm thinking in real time here. I think I'm going to play on veteran, get back to this point, and then we're going to return in veteran mode, because I think I want to play this on veteran mode. I don't know about permadeath though. Permadeath is scary. Permadeath is very scary. So maybe what I'll do is I'll play through, see what the replay value is. Like, do I have to replay the mission if I get it? Because, like, if I can just reset the mission, then that's fine. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think. What would you like to see? Because I definitely want to keep playing this, but I just don't know exactly how I want to do it. So I think it's more important, what do you guys want to see? Let me know down below. And of course, if you did like this video, would you kindly smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action. But guys, I've been Ganyans. This has been Those Who Rule. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.